Breathoffire is set in an unnamed medieval world inhabited not only by humans but by various anthropomorphic animal clans. Among these, the Dragon Clan stands out. Though they appear mostly human, they possess the ability to transform into dragons. The game's backstory unfolds in its prologue. Millennia ago, a goddess named Myria, referred to as Tyr, Maria, or Myria in different translations, sowed chaos within the Dragon Clan by promising to grant any wish. This led to conflict over her favor, dividing the clan into two warring factions, the Light Dragons and the Dark Dragons. Myria fueled their strife, watching as their war pushed the world to the edge of ruin. The conflict, known as the Goddess War, finally ended when a heroic light dragon imprisoned Myria, sealing her away along with 6 magical keys. Each key possesses distinct powers that influence their surroundings. For example, the light key is hidden in the prosperous port town of Auria, blessing it with endless abundance, while the dark key lies near the slums of Bleak, shrouding the area in perpetual darkness. The relentless Dark Dragons pursue their ancient vendetta against the Light Dragons, forcing the once proud clan into scattered exile. What their hunters don't realize is that the Light Dragons long ago suppressed their draconic abilities, hiding their true nature to survive. Among the last survivors in the secluded village of Drogon lives Ryu, our young hero. Orphaned in childhood and raised by his adoptive sister Sarah, a priestess gifted with formidable protective magic. Ryu's quiet life shatters when a prophetic dragon's warning in his dreams becomes reality. Dark dragon forces torch his village under cover of night. In a heroic sacrifice, Sarah uses her magic as a diversion, allowing Ryu and the other villagers to escape while she is captured. This attack comes under the command of Emperor Zog, who proclaims the Dark Dragon's divine right to dominate the world. His plan? To gather the 6 legendary goddess keys and free the imprisoned deity, Myria. But Zog's ambition may prove his undoing. In seeking godlike power, he risks unleashing an apocalypse instead. With Sarah captured and his people endangered, Ryu has no choice but to embrace his hidden heritage and race against Zog's forces to secure the goddess keys first. His journey will determine whether the world falls to dragon tyranny, divine wrath, or finds salvation in the unlikeliest of heroes. Ryu begins his quest in the mining town of Nanai, where the Earth Key lies buried deep beneath its foundations. In a fierce battle against occupying Dark Dragon troops, he successfully claims the artifact, but at a terrible cost. The key's unstable seismic powers trigger catastrophic earthquakes that reduce the entire settlement to rubble. Shaken but undeterred, Ryu journeys onward to the floating kingdom of Windia, localized as Winland in official releases, where he finds the realm in crisis. Their king lies deathly ill from poisoning. During his investigation, Ryu crosses paths with Princess Nina, the monarch's determined daughter. When her desperate mission to secure an antidote at the Tower of Karma goes horribly wrong due to a dark dragon chemical weapon, the terrifying Xeon gas, Ryu must stage a daring rescue. After nursing her father back to health, the grateful princess pledges her royal magic to Ryu's cause, joining him as they trek to the woodland territory of Tantar, domain of the wolf-like Forest clan. Their arrival coincides with shocking revelations. The supposed leader of the neighboring Tantar village is actually a Dark Dragon operative in disguise. The duo's attempt to free the imprisoned true chieftain from the enchanted forest backfires spectacularly, landing them in a carefully laid trap. Salvation comes in the form of Bo, a grizzled Forest Clan warrior fresh from his own escape from Dark Dragon captivity. After helping them turn the tables on their captives, the battle-hardened Bo enlists in their growing band, using his wilderness expertise to guide them to their next objective, the elusive Space Key. Ryu, Nina, and Bo's journey to the prosperous port town of Auria takes an unexpected turn when they stumble upon a mysterious shrine. Within its ancient walls, Ryu faces a harrowing trial, one that unlocks his long-dormant dragon powers, awakening abilities he never knew he possessed. Upon reaching Auria, their arrival is met with suspicion. The trio is wrongfully arrested for theft. Inside their cell, they encounter Karn, a roguish thief who helps them escape. Their paths cross again in a desert tomb, where they recover a tome of thieving secrets, a discovery that convinces Karn to join their cause. Back in Aurea, they uncover a sinister plot. The Dark Dragons have blackmailed the town's wealthiest resident into surrendering the Light Key, the source of Aurea's prosperity. To thwart this scheme, the party embarks on a daring mission to Bleak, a thieves' den shrouded in perpetual darkness. There, they retrieve the Dark Key and mystical mirror, using its power to let the tormented merchant speak to his deceased wife, breaking the Dark Dragon's hold over him. But their victory is short-lived. The Dark Dragons retaliate with brute force, sinking the ship the group intended to board. Undeterred, the ship's captain and a gold mining merchant named Gobi propose a risky plan to secure a new vessel. Yet fate intervenes again. Their replacement ship is destroyed, marooning them on a deserted island. With their quest in jeopardy, Gobi takes matters into his own hands, venturing out alone to retrieve the legendary gills, artifacts that grant underwater breathing. His success not only saves the party but earns him a permanent place among them. Now equipped to traverse the depths, Ryu and his companions press onward, their ranks growing as the stakes rise even higher. The party's journey leads them next to the submerged city of Prima. Guided by Gobi's knowledge of the aquatic realm, at a local inn, they encounter a feverish blacksmith on the brink of death, his soul moments from being claimed by a lingering specter. After vanquishing the ghost, the grateful smith introduces himself as Ox, reveals dire news. The Dark Dragons have kidnapped Gant's finest artisans, forcing them to forge a terrifying new weapon under duress. The group accompanies Ox to Nabal's fortress, where Gant's craftsmen are being held captive. Inside, they uncover the weapon's terrifying purpose, a devastating torpedo designed to annihilate Prima in a single strike. Realizing the urgency, Ox joins their mission as they seek out the legendary immortal witch Bleu, rumored to dwell within a mystical, ever-shifting desert town. With Bleu's arcane expertise, the party foils the Dark Dragon's plot, preventing Prima's destruction. Witnessing the growing threat firsthand, both Ox and Bleu pledge their unique talents to Ryu's cause. Ox with his masterful craftsmanship, and Bleu with her ancient, formidable magic. Their alliance strengthens further as Karn unlocks a remarkable ability, the ability to fuse his allies together, creating a singular, unstoppable force. Meanwhile, Gobi acquires a mystical artifact that allows him to transform into a colossal fish, granting the party newfound mobility across land and sea. With their ranks bolstered and abilities expanded, Ryu and his companions press forward, ready to face the Dark Dragon's next move wherever it may lead. The party presses onward toward an underground settlement, engaging in a fierce battle with Court, the sadistic scientist among the four Devas. Upon arrival, they learn of a grim fate. Mogu, a young mole-person warrior, has been trapped in a dream world by Moat, another one of the Devas. To free him, the group must venture to Tunlan. Retrieving a mystical artifact through their victory is bittersweet when Searle, a third Deva, steals the time key right from their grasp. Rescued from his ethereal prison, Mogu swears allegiance to the party, joining their quest. Their next destination is the frigid town of Spring, where the Sky Key's power has twisted the climate into permanent winter. Scaling the nearby tower, they find Moat responsible, leading to the surreal battle within the dream world, fought along the Deva's own tormented conscience. Victorious, they restore Spring's natural seasons, only for their march toward Skan, the Dark Dragon capital, to be interrupted once more. In Carmen, time itself stands still. Guided by a local named Alan, the party storms a mysterious tower, where they cross paths with Searle again, revealed to be Alan's long-lost childhood friend. Consumed by hatred for humanity, Searle strikes Alan down in a fit of rage, but her fury wavers as the party presents her with the fruit from their shared childhood home. Overcome with remorse, she relinquishes the time key. Just as the final Deva, Goda, launches a brutal assault. In a final act of redemption, Searle stays behind to hold off Goda, while Alan, mortally wounded, chooses to remain with her in the castle. As the party manipulates the time key to restore Carmen's flow of time, a catastrophic temporal rift tears Nina away from the group, leaving her fate uncertain as the others press forward. The party soon locates Nina in Tunlin, but their relief turns to concern when they discover she is suffering from amnesia. After restoring her memories, a visibly older and wiser Nina rejoins the group, revealing a startling truth. She has gained the power to transform into the legendary Great Bird. With this newfound ability, the party soars to Skand, the heart of the Dark Dragon Empire, where they engage in a climactic battle against Emperor Zog and emerge victorious. However, their triumph is short-lived. Jade, Zog's cunning strategist, traps them in a chamber with Sarah, Ryu's long-lost sister. Exploiting Ryu's emotions, Jade subjects Sarah to a brutal mind control spell, forcing her to seize the goddess keys from the party and deliver them to him. The group gives chase, storming the tower where Miria is imprisoned, but their path is blocked by Sarah herself, now a puppet under Jade's command. Despite their desperate attempts to free her, the party realizes the spell is too deeply rooted. The only way to break Jade's hold is to end Sarah's life. As she succumbs to her wounds, she absolves them with her final words. "This isn't your fault. Jade and Miria forced this fate upon me." Filled with grief and resolve, the party presses onward, but they arrive too late. Jade has already unleashed Miria from her ancient prison. Now, with the world teetering on the brink of annihilation, Ryu and his allies must face the goddess herself in a final battle for the fate of all existence. Jade has excavated the ancient obelisk from Skand's ruins, establishing it as a fortress for himself, Goda, and the awakened goddess, Miria. Determined to end this threat, the party infiltrates the monolithic structure with crucial assistance from Mogu's subterranean clan. Their ascent through the obelisk's labyrinthine corridors is violently interrupted by Goda, the last of the four Devas, who makes a desperate final stand. Though formidable, the battle-hardened party overcomes him. Pressing forward through the shuddering monument, they finally confront Jade, now utterly consumed by Miria's corrupting influence. In their climactic duel, Jade falls, but with the dying breath delivers a chilling prophecy. A true architect of the ancient goddess war, the primordial destroyer herself, awaits them just beyond. The party finally confronts Miria in the obelisk's innermost sanctum, where the goddess initially appears as a vulnerable young woman, a deceptive facade masking her true nature. When Ryu unleashes his ultimate dragon form against her, her illusion shatters into a burst of divine fury. Miria's visage twists into a grotesque demonic manifestation as she howls in rage, forcing the group into their most desperate battle yet. Through their combined strength and hard-won unity, they ultimately prevail against the ancient goddess. As the defeated Miria's form begins to dissipate, she delivers a chilling final threat. This is not the end, and she will return. With her last ounce of strength, she collapses at the chamber floor beneath them. The party plummets into darkness, only to be miraculously saved by Nina's Wing Clan, who swoop in to carry them to safety in Windia. During their journey, Ryu is visited by Sarah's spirit one final time. Her ethereal form radiates pride as she acknowledges Ryu accomplished what the legendary Light Dragon warrior of old could not, truly defeating Miria. With their world now free from divine tyranny, the companions eventually part ways, each dedicating themselves to rebuilding the war-torn lands they fought so hard to protect. Thank you, dear viewer, for listening. I appreciate you. Please subscribe, share, and comment saying what you would like to see next in the videos to come. Thank you, and goodbye.